This was the final straw. Hey, I'm Nadia, and that's me freaking out because my windshield just got cracked. But before I go any further, I need to bring you up to speed. It all started with a popular YouTube challenge where you throw a dart at a map and fly wherever it lands, leaving your adventure completely up to fate. But when you're on a budget and can't book a random flight across the country, you gotta improvise. Instead of using a globe, I scaled it down to a map of the USA, and then just the states I can road trip to in 6.5 hours or less. After all, adventure exists everywhere. So I threw a dart at a map. Oh my gosh, I'm going to Arkansas. I have no idea what's in Arkansas. Let's go. Immediately, the bad luck began. My tire pressure signal illuminated only 15 minutes into the trip. So we stopped at a gas station, bought a tire gauge, filled up. All right, let's get back on the road. You can't take a road trip without stopping at weird roadside attractions. In Illinois, we saw a Popeye statue and a very narrow bridge we would be crossing over into Missouri. Seriously, freakishly narrow. You can see over the edge. In Memphis, Tennessee, we saw the coolest Bass Pro Shop ever. It's in a pyramid. This 98-meter pyramid is 5 meters taller than the Statue of Liberty and has a lookout for the perfect view of Memphis. But Memphis wasn't our destination. We were going to Arkansas. This is where the string of bad luck continued. Individually, none of it was that bad, but back to back, it started to feel like a sign. Giving up on entertainment that night, we grabbed some food and went to sleep. Ready for a fresh start, we woke up early the next morning, made coffee, got pancakes from a super cool machine, and went for a drive. But the bad luck wasn't finished. A giant rock fell off a truck and cracked my windshield. I was ready to quit and go home. Clearly, the universe was telling me I shouldn't have come. But if I quit now, what was the point of the experience? Adventure is everywhere. Sometimes you just have to look a little harder for it. I just needed a new perspective. Looking at the city below, I realized my problems weren't the end, and I was eager for adventure. We explored a Star Wars museum, touched insanely hot water, ate delicious pasta, watched Star Wars Episode 6 with a bunch of other geeks, and even found the Zoltar from Big. Our last morning in Little Rock, we decided to hike Pinnacle Mountain. As I climbed the 111 feet to the top, I thought back on my experiences the last couple days. I might remember my windshield getting cracked and having to pay to fix it, but I'm not going to remember that frustration. I'll remember the excitement of discovering the Star Wars museum in the most random place. The calm that washed over me while looking out over the city below. The joy of using the pancake machine. And the accomplishment of hiking a mountain for an absolutely incredible view. You don't have to travel to Paris or London for a worthwhile adventure. All you need is a passion to find it and the perspective to stay positive when things go south. So what are you waiting for? Go find your adventure!